Guess what's back again. Below the beanie, tell the homies. I know some people are wondering, like, hey, what happened to Below the Beanie? How come you haven't been? Blame it on Costco. All right, blame it on the let's go. Blame it on the let's go. I got stacked. I'm stacked. Look at all these. This is at least 2 Below the Beanies right here. This is at least 2 Below the Beanies. I'm gonna have like 15 commercial breaks. All right, look, I was saying it before. I don't know if everybody's going to like it this way. Personally, I think I'm going to like it much better doing Below the Beanie live. There's nothing quite like doing live streaming on here. Sometimes I'm sitting here in my cold, dark room. I don't mind it being cold, actually, though. That's not a bad thing to point out. But my room all alone, and I don't mind being alone either. So I don't really understand my explanation right now. But most of the time, I'm in here in this room and I'm recording the videos, and I'm all by myself, and it's quiet. And there's nobody to talk to except the camera, and it's just not the same. It's been a little bit easier these days because I'm not shooting footage. I'm not taking like 10-hour footage lately because I'm making the shorter videos, but it's still quite a different experience when you're here with me and we could chop it up together. So at least for the time being, it's a live thing. It's a live situation, and there's a few things to talk about today. I don't know if you guys have been watching the videos that I've been putting out, but I have been consistent. You are welcome. I know a lot of people didn't like how long it would take me to upload in the past, and I would do like one video every quarter. And now lately I've been doing them every single day. And there are still people complaining because they like the longs and I've been making shorts, but that's the life I've chosen right now. And I've been enjoying it. I've actually been enjoying it. It feels really good to be consistent, to have a good output. And I'm very thankful to those of you who have been supportive of it. It's allowed me to have a lot of fun and to talk about things quickly as they come out, just have a quick little take on it and move on. I've been having a lot of fun doing that. So let me just say hi to some people real quick. Zach Hughes actually got a notification. Oh, come on. I do have to do some shopping today. So I'm gonna get batteries. Work hour stream, yeah. That was basically my only option today because I have a ridiculous amount of things I have to do today, and I was like, this is the perfect day to go live. This is when I'll start the Below the Beanie again because I'm not able to edit and do stuff like that today. Sorry, Zach. I'm not gonna go. I'll be surprised if I even go a full hour. I'll be surprised if I even do that. I'm not really in a position that I can go longer than that right now. This isn't like a Mexican Fight Companion kind of stream that's going to go like 6 hours. All right, so I'm going to try not to get too distracted, not too distracted by the chat, but I also want to also get in the chat here and there because that's the whole point of going live. I don't want to be like Ariel Hawani or something like that where they go live or they pretend to go live. And then they don't even interact with anybody in the chat. I think that's kind of lame. But there are some things that we could talk about. I don't really have much to say on it, to be honest with you. But a lot of people have been wondering the last few years, where does Kevin Lee fit into things? And we found out this morning that Kevin Lee actually fits quite well into Eagle FC. I'm not sure if you have heard, but Kevin Lee is now in Khabib Nurmagomedov's promotion, Eagle FC, and it started to make me think, you know what? It's kind of weird that I haven't been covering those events. Is there anybody in the? I mean, I have Google. Is there Google in the chat? I don't even know how to watch Eagle FC, but I was thinking this morning when I saw that, like, I need to get on that because if I'm going to be doing any promotions, I mean, how am I going to not do the one with the Eagle? And then, like, you know, I was very sad, like many of us, when he left the fight game. But look at how active Dana White is in the UFC and all the shenanigans and stuff like that we see from that fool, all the memes and stuff that he produces. I want to still be getting that Khabib content, and I haven't even watched a single event, I have to admit, and I don't know what it's like. It might be even better than the UFC, or it might get there. We need to give it a chance. I don't want it to be like Bellator 2.5, Eagle FC. Like, if I'm not doing my part to support this thing and be covering it and be doing streams and stuff, like, I feel like I'm letting the Eagle down. but I don't even know how to find it. Like I just Googled Eagle FC and all it's bringing up is other people's blogs and websites. I don't even know how to find the official. Like, how do you watch Eagle FC? Is like, what channel is that on? Like, if there's an event like this weekend, how do I watch it? Seeing all the stuff's in Russian. I can't read the page. Has anybody here watched the Eagle FC event yet? And how do you do it? Because I want to start covering that. I want to get in on the ground floor. Oh, you have to get a VPN? What? So there's no way for us over here to watch it? You have to illegally stream it. You got to get a VPN. Don't watch. Could it be on Fight Pass? Eagle FC wants your location. Is there any legitimate watchers on here who know how to watch Eagle FC? How do I watch Eagle FC? Get an illegal stream or VPN. Dang it, Google. Come on. Are you kidding me? How is this? There's no way to watch it in Califas? Check Khabib's social media. It's probably free on some random channel. Probably MMA Core, huh? MMA Core never fails. UFC Fight Pass? Is it on Fight Pass for real? Even though my Fight Pass hasn't been working for like 2 months? And then last time I tried to, I sent him like an extensive email and everything. I wasn't being like a Karen or nothing like that. But I screenshotted some stuff because I was trying to get some stuff done. And I was like, hey, look, like I'm just gonna actually show you the video of what's going on. I was trying to make it easier for them, you know? Nobody even responded. I'm paying these fools every single month. Nobody even responded to me. You gotta go to Dagestan. Oh, Fight Pass. All right, let's see. I am in Fight Pass right now. Let's see if it actually lets me in this time. I usually have to use the Safari. Look it. It's not working. Usually I have to go to Safari. That's like the only thing I use Safari for. Flex. What's Flex? They mentioned it on the press conference. They have an app it will be streamed on. Oh, they're probably going to be spying on my camera, huh? Fight. All this just to watch Kevin Lee all of a sudden. Come on. Plex, the streaming app? What? See, I don't know none of this. I only have room for Roblox. All right, Eagle FC. Unfortunately, there are no results for Eagle FC, but here are a few things you might be interested in. Conor versus Nate Diaz, Khabib versus Conor McGregor, Khabib versus Poirier, Adesanya versus Gastelum, Covington versus Usman, best of 2019. All right. I'm gonna have to get on that same as I'm gonna have to find some Reddit links. But I just thought it was very interesting. All of a sudden, Kevin Lee is in Eagle FC, and it started to get on my radar. And I was like, what am I thinking? I'm over here like trying to scrape and claw and get along as well as I can on this UFC thing, which has already been going strong for many, many years. And there's already a lot of people in the game covering it, you know. And it's kind of hard to get my take out there up in front because there's a lot of competition, you know, a lot of saturation. So I thought, hey, if I'm gonna go to anybody's promotion, you know, it's the homie, the Eagle. And I missed that fool for real. I know that they're trying to make like Makachev a carbon copy of him and everything, but it's just not the same. It's not the same. And I know that like I'm supposed to be rooting for him and everything, supposedly because he's like the second coming of the Khabib. But like, I don't know. That's not how I get down. Just like back in the day when people get mad at me because I don't root for Tony Ferguson because he's Mexican or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. Like I like to go by like each individual, not just like, oh, that's who he knows, or that's where he trains, or that's what his ethnicity is, or whatever. So like, I'm happy to follow that fool wherever he goes. I just need to be willing to get a virus on my computer by watching Eagle FC, and I'm not sure if I'm willing to do that yet. Hold on, let me take a green tea break. One down. 14 to go. Woo! All right, look it. Oh, I can't do that. I probably can't do that more than once during the stream. I'll take a bathroom break. But anyway, I'm gonna be looking for that. I'm gonna be looking for the Eagle FC. If anybody has like any legitimate recommendations, I would appreciate it very much. Because I have my laptop already that is like ridden with infestations and viruses, but it's getting a little bit harder over time to continue using because of that. So if there's any way that I'm bleeding again. Yeah, I'm bleeding. Don't even trip about that. Don't even trip. Just had a little misunderstanding. I had a thing, and I peeled it off because I was like, I'm not gonna go out like that. I can't go to the store like that. People are gonna be like, you know. And then I ripped it off, and then it looked probably even worse. And now I'm scarred for life. I don't know. But speaking of where Kevin Lee fits in, I don't know if you also heard Nate Diaz just got his contract extended. I would have liked very much to see him do something crazy, like go to Bellator or go to Eagle FC and start doing a bunch of those crazy pride kind of fights like back in the day. Keeping him in the UFC, it's just going to be the same old hamster wheel, you know? But I'm kind of on both sides of the fence with this one because when you consider people like Nate Diaz in the UFC, like this is my game right here. Look at you see this? This is what I'm working with. All right, this is where I come from. And when I see people in the game like Nate Diaz, and hey, if we're gonna be honest, even Conor McGregor, all right, that's like the new $1 million man, the Ted DiBiase. Look, this is the. This is the Conor McGregor right here. This is the Conor McGregor here. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. This is the $1 million man right here. This is the original. This is the OG from back in the day. This is the. I don't have his props on. Well, I have one. This is the. I got my own prop I can make up right here. I don't have the original one. Oh, you're not gonna work? This is the original, the money man right here. The Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man. And this is who Conor McGregor's trying to be. Look, I'm gonna get to my point real quick. Because I have there's a reason I brought this up. Oh snap, Thomas Hayes. Hey, I don't though, Thomas, technically, because I ripped it off. I threw it away. Thomas Hayes says Merry Christmas. Oh, snap. Thomas Hayes. Hey, hey, Thomas Hayes. Hold up. I got to get you what you deserve, Thomas Hayes. Oh, look, my batteries are falling out now. Hey, Thomas Hayes, the first thing I'm going to buy with that is new batteries. And in case you guys don't know, I had this custom made right here. Custom made by the homie, the OG, the moderator, Sad Addict. Sad Addict made this for me. Much respect, love and respect to the Sad Addict. In case you guys don't know, everybody needs to be knowing. But Thomas Hayes, you just made history today. I believe that's the first donation ever in all of mankind on the Below the Beanie podcast. Give yourself a round of congratulations. Thank you so much, Thomas Hayes. Very generous. Very generous. I actually have to, I mentioned it a little bit ago. I actually have to do a little bit of Christmas shopping today. That's why I have to get out of here kind of soon. We really let it get down to the wire, you know, and we just gotta just take care of the little ones, you know. So I appreciate that very much, Thomas Hayes. Thank you for helping it be a Merry Christmas. But yeah, it was weird about, so look, there's people like Nate Diaz, there's people like Conor McGregor, there's people like, you know, the ones that are based, I'm thinking of like people, give me names, you know, who's people that are clearly washed up, They're donezo. Like they're not contenders anymore. They're not gonna have any kind of a title reign or like nothing like that. They're not even gonna have a good race for it. But you know they're still gonna be on the main cards. You know they're still gonna get big money fights. You know people are still showing up to see them. You know that you're showing up to see them. You know that those are the articles and the videos you click on. Give me some names. There's Nate Diaz. There's Conor McGregor. There's Amanda Nunes. Who else is there? There's names like I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want to be disrespectful. Like who's those people still? That they're done, but like you still want to see them and they're still gonna be making that big money and they're like a fan favorite and you know you're gonna be sad when they're gone. Let's see. I feel like there's way more in my head. Maybe they finally did get rid of all of them. RDA, Tony Ferguson. It feels like Tony Ferguson's already gone, doesn't it? It feels like he's already rode off into the darkness. Masvidal, Michael Chesa. No, I don't think anybody will be sad if he goes away though. What else we got? Costa. That fool kind of became a meme. But people are going to be sad when he's gone because he's fun to talk about. Darren Till, Gastelum, Chris Weidman, Kevin Holland. Like I don't know. I don't want to take too much time on this, but there's those names. You know who I'm talking about. Let me see. I want to get some of your I want to get some of your names on here. I want to include you right here. Cerrone, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. I already thought he was gone. Like in my head, he's not even in there anymore. Cerrone's one of them. I was about to say John Jones, but look it. There's a struggle that I'm constantly warring against. You know, there's these biases that I have and these fools that I don't like and stuff like that, and rightfully so. But then it's like, hey, at the end of the day. What am I? You tell me. What am I? That's right. I'm an MMA truther. So at the end of the day, I can't be like, yeah, John Jones is washed up and he's got to. Hey, he's winning, so I can't say nothing. I'm just gonna be like a blind hater, you know. Like now, did he win like the last 4 out of his 5 fights or something like that? Wrongfully so, and like they just basically gave it to him, and that fool was just coasting and it seems like his opponents are always getting the better of him lately. Yeah, that's true. But I'm just looking at the Wikipedia, all right? I'm not even going to take the time going into like, well, this many things actually landed and that should have been a takedown and that shouldn't have counted and that was this. I'm not even going to get into all that. I'm just going to look at the Wikipedia and I'm going to be like, all right, well, he's winning. I'm not going to say he's washed up, man. I'm just going to make it real easy on everybody right now and not make it the John Jones Below the Beanie podcast, all right? So I was going to say that, but I left him out of it. Clay Guida, that's another one. So look, I'm not particularly hating on any of these names. The reason I'm saying these names is because these are the people. Are they washed up? Yes. Are they going to have another chance to win a title? And even if they did, would they get it? No. Stuff like that. But we're going to miss some. See, that's where I flip it around and I'm like, yeah, but we're going to miss you though. Like, you're not going to win and stuff, but we're going to miss you. All right. So that's where it's like, that's what makes it okay, this conversation. So these are the people, like I'm trying to, like as soon as I saw the name Clay Guida, I was like, oh, I don't want to hit on that fool. But that's why I got to make it clear. This isn't hating on them. This is saying like, hey, we're going to miss them. And we see them already like right there. They're on the cusp right now. You know, back in the day when someone was like at the top of their game and they were like the guy, you know, and everybody wanted to watch them. They're in the WWF, you know, and they're like Monday Night Raw, SmackDown and all that. And they're the best. And then they start to kind of fade a little bit and they slow down. And, you know, that's when they're about to enter WCW. You know, that's like how the trajectory would go. And that's kind of who we're talking about right now. Those ones that were, you know, strong and fast and in the limelight and they're at the top of their game and enthusiastic and hardcore and everything. They're savages. And now they're kind of like, oh, maybe they're going to go and, you know, be in like Fast and the Furious Part 15 or something like that. Or maybe they're gonna go and they're gonna go to a different promotion, or maybe they're gonna be in the Halle Berry movie on Netflix Part 2 or something like that. That's who we're talking about. But at the same time, we are gonna miss them when they go because they're electrifying, you know, even though they might not be winning and stuff. And look, something that we have to admit is Misguided. Remember, for 9 months, winning by eye poke. Oh, stop it. Don't do this to Misguided. Winning by eye poke. Oh, yeah. Look, I had on. I want to show you proof. Stop it. I want to show you proof of the support of the Macho Man. I snapped into a Slim Jim just yesterday. I barely snapped into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. It was a big old one. Look at. I don't know if you could tell by the camera. But so there's people like that. Why did I miss? Oh, I was talking about Nate Diaz. There's people like that who are in the game, and you know, like, how at this point are they even getting contracts extended? Like, how are they getting away with this? What are they producing that UFC is like, yeah, I still want you. I'm going to keep you around. It's just people like us, you know, that just still want to see those names. And it's ingrained in us from the days of the WWF. And we can't help it. Because I don't know if you remember. I know this was the case for me. When you're watching WWF, it's like you didn't even care if they lost, you know? It didn't make you think any lesser of them. I know if I was watching one of my favorite wrestlers and they lost in like some kind of weird way, it's almost like I actually liked it or enjoyed it because all it did was make the storyline even better. That's what it was all about. Just like if you're watching a movie or a superhero movie or something like that, and the hero is having a hard time, and the villain is like beating him up a little bit, or there's a position where you're like, oh snap, is he gonna make it out of this one? That's like the best part, you know? Overcoming the stuff like that is what makes you want to watch, is what pulls you in. And it's like that from the back of our mind is trickling into the UFC now, where it's like we see these people winning and losing. It's like, but there's another element here. And I don't know if it's from like a younger generation and they're kind of like colliding, or if it's just like knowing that WWF is what that is, and knowing that MMA is a different thing. That when people lose in MMA, you do kind of lose respect for them a little bit. If whether you want to admit it or not, you do kind of get like, oh, well, that fool's falling off, or you do take it more seriously. So there's the WWF style where they lose. Like I remember I see Mankind losing, like he was losing pieces of his brain and stuff like that, like in fights, little by little. Like you could see it over the years. And then you have but during those fights, it makes you like compassionate, and it makes you even more of a fan, and it makes you want to support him, and it makes you like sucked into the story, and you're like, well, he's gonna come back next time. But in MMA, you hear all the fans that are like, oh, just retire already. It's like, what? Like nobody ever would have told Mankind to retire. They're waiting to see him on Monday again after he goes into surgery. But in the MMA, somebody loses and they're like, oh, you fall off, hang it up, put the gloves down. So there is that element where it gets a little bit weird, but like that's only if you like carry it out to its conclusion, you know, you start really thinking about it too much. But when we just watch and we just enjoy it, I think we just like to see people, you know. You're gonna be sad when you don't see Nate Diaz anymore, whether you want to admit it or not. Whether we clown on him when he's losing, or like we talk about how he's falling off, we talk about how he can't beat anybody that's ranked. Yeah, but when he's gone, we're gonna miss him, right? Like they say, don't take the fighters any flowers and stuff like that when they go to Bellator, because they're not gonna see him anymore. There's some country song I used to hear like that. I can't remember, but you're supposed to like appreciate him right now before it's too late. And they extended his contract, and I don't know what he's gonna do. I mean, besides make pay-per-view sales for Dana White because people want to see him. But he's gonna hold the door open maybe for people like Cosmot or whoever else is gonna be coming through whatever division that he's gonna be fighting in. I saw an announcement yesterday, but I don't think it was official. Oh yeah, Derek Lewis is another one. I I don't know if it's official that supposedly Tony Ferguson and Nate Diaz are going to be fighting. That's something that people will want to see. Look, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing right now because I know people fall on hard times and stuff. But you know how like back in the day, I remember when I was like in high school, there was this thing, I think it was online. They would talk about like bum fights and they would like make these fools fight over a sandwich or something like that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. And look, whatever, you might get down like that in the chat. I remember I was never for that. I thought that was messed up. I don't know. Like I remember even when there was that stuff with Khabib and I didn't fully know what was going on. I was like, oh come on, Khabib, don't go out like that. I was never a part of that crowd that like to enjoy that kind of. That's not my style, you know. But I remember there was a insane crowd for that. People wanted to watch that. They were into that. I thought it was freaky, but people liked that. And I kind of feel like it has that same vibe. Ferguson against Diaz, like one of the old school bump fights when they were like fighting over a sandwich. And people are gonna want to see that. People are gonna tune into that. I remember there's websites that you could go on back in the day where they would definitely give you a virus if you wanted to watch stuff like that. But I think the pay-per-view seemed to be pretty secure, and I definitely believe there would be an audience for that. I mean, I'm gonna be watching it. And I pay for the pay-per-views now, so irregardless, I'm not gonna get a virus. But that's the sandwich belt. They're fighting over the sandwich belt. But I saw that poster and I was like, all right, that fight I want to see. You guys are onto something now. Matthew Holon. Shout out to my lady, Cheyenne Holon. Hey, Cheyenne Holon, the homie Matthew, who I think you're quite familiar with, wants you to be shouted out and to say hello. What's up, Cheyenne Holon? Thank you for the donation, Matthew Holon. But the dude that made the bomb fight videos went on Dr. Phil and dressed up as him. Whoa! I didn't see that. I was probably at school when that happened. But yeah, I thought it was kind of trippy. I thought Nate Diaz was going to be smart. He was going to renegotiate the terms, or he was going to get out. He was going to be like a movie star. He was going to be in movies with like Randy Couture or something like that. And now they extended it and they didn't even renegotiate. I'm sure, I don't even know what it is. Some of you like MMA heads probably know. You probably go on the forums and stuff like that. And maybe you know what he's getting. I don't know. But whatever he was getting, they just extended it. They say, you're just going to keep getting that, fool. I think by now, by some of the big fights that he's been in, some of the main events, it's probably pretty good money, but I'm not sure. But I guess we're going to be seeing him a little bit longer. I don't even know what they extended it to. I don't know if it's like 3 fights, 5 fights, whatever. I could see him going like on the farewell tour, you know? I could see Nate Diaz fighting Ferguson, McGregor, another fight with Masvidal because people want to see that unfinished business. Ferguson, McGregor, Masvidal. I could definitely see him fighting Cerrone. But like one more like slobber knocker. What would be one more good one before that fool hits the road? What's one more good one? I mean, I could see him and Michael Chiesa, but no one's gonna buy that one. Steven Thompson, I don't know. Like, that's an automatic win for Wonder Boy, so it's not even like I don't know. RDA? Oh, you know, at this point, because that fool keeps losing, but even though he keeps losing, though, but he's still kind of like on that road where people are still like, okay, how about one more? Let's try it again. Michael Chandler, I think people will be like, oh, snap, I want to sit back and watch that one. Nate Diaz and Michael Chandler. I could see that. The road to retirement. That's it right there. The road to retirement 2021 through 2023 or 24 because he's going to get his eyes going to be all messed up. Nate Diaz versus Ferguson versus McGregor versus Masvidal versus, I already forgot the other four I said. Cowboy Cerrone and versus Chandler. That's the farewell tour right there. I was going to say Hooker, but I was like, nah, I don't know if anybody cares enough about Hooker. I mean, he probably has a crowd where he's from, But to me, that was like I was already bored just thinking about it. Plus, I think Hooker would probably smoke him too easy. Guida did run past my mind, but I was thinking like maybe like more like fresher, more entertaining names at the moment. Like it's sad to say, but I just don't think he's right there at the moment. He didn't sign anything, says Caimon. His contract was extended to finish out his current contract. Oh, so like maybe he just still had like a fight or two or whatever left on there, but he didn't get to fulfill it in time. So okay, because he didn't want to fight Kamzat. So they're just like, okay, well, we got to get that fight, so let's just make it longer. Okay, so the articles that I was seeing without clicking or reading on them or getting any information or context at all, I'm gonna say were misleading. But there's a reason that you came to this, I think. I don't know. And it's the title of the video. Poirier. Is Poirier done? Is he finished? Now, look, I don't know if you saw my recent videos. There was a lot of people. I made a prediction video a few days ago that Poirier was going to win, knowing that a bunch of fools will show up later mad and give me an engagement and leave me comments. But people are showing up now. They're like, hey, fool, this didn't age well. And I'm like, thanks for coming back and returning to my video. But anyway, look it. Here's the saddest thing about the whole Poirier saga. All right, after this green tea break, I'm on sip status now because I don't want to have to go to Los Banos. Look it. I'm not a Poirier hater. All right, I have nothing against him, but I've never been a Poirier fan. And if you watch this video for any length of time, you know that. Was I rooting for him? I think I even said, was it that fight? No, it couldn't have been that fight. There was no way I would want Conor to win. I was thinking, was that the fight where I said both fools are annoying? No. That was Vittoria and Adesanya, where I'm always against one of them. And I was like, I think I actually want the other fool to win because I think I actually want the fool to win that I don't like because the other fool's even more annoying. But that wasn't this one. I think the only time I ever really rooted for Poirier was just because he was fighting against Conor, which is like common sense, you know? But other than that, I don't think I've ever rooted for Poirier in a fight, ever. And again, I'm not hating on him. If you ask me right now, hey, Grandmaster, what do you have against Poirier? Go ahead. Nothing. I don't have anything against him. I've just always happened to like the people he's fighting even more. I don't think I ever rooted for him. So I think the most frustrating thing to this whole thing to me, it's not about people showing up and being like, hey, this didn't age well, huh? Or hey, you want to take this back now? I don't even care about that. The thing that frustrates me are people think that I'm a diehard Poirier fan now because of that prediction. It wasn't even about that at all. You know what that was all about? That passion that I had and that frustration that you could see emanating through the lens. It was my sadness and my frustration at the homie Oliveira. Have I ever been a fan of Poirier? No, never. Have I ever been a fan of Oliveira? Definitely. I was riding with that fool for the longest. Like I said in one of my last videos, I was saying he's going to be the champ before it came out of anyone else's mouth. And if they said it, I'm going to act like they didn't because I didn't hear it. And if it doesn't, if you don't hear it, then it didn't happen. Just like if the homie does a pedo in the woods, if you don't hear it, it didn't happen unless you smell it and then he doubted it. But that's not how the rhyme goes. My metaphor is that if I make a claim in good faith and I'm not trying to go against, like I didn't look, I'm okay. Look. I'm trying to stay on track here. I've been riding with two fools, all right? Dariush and Oliveira, okay? Two people that everybody underestimates. Have I been pulling for Makhachev and saying he's going to be the next champ? No. Was I doing that about Poirier? I can't remember. No, I might have been saying that he has a good shot at the title, but I was never like pulling for him. What I'm trying to show you right here is I was pulling for these fools in a way that nobody else was willing to. Dariush, Oliveira, I've been standing behind both of those fools. It's like they say with any great fool, he has even greater grandmaster standing behind him. That's where it all comes from. And I was saying, since back in the day, Oliveira was going to be the champ because Conor was going to go and be a boxer now. He didn't care about nothing. He's just like, he just went off the deep end. Poirier said, I don't love the game anymore. I don't want to fight anymore. The goal, Khabib retired. Gaethje's not gonna win anything unless the other fool just agrees to do a Rock'em Sock'em tournament. It's just not gonna happen. It was Oliveira. Oliveira's been the guy, and then Dariush slowly coming up, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to face this at a certain point. These two colliding right here, and then I ultimately I've been saying Dariush, and I want you to remember that too. I want you to remember that, and I'm not gonna take that one back. But look, oh, Zach Hughes. The more he wins, the more Gucci he buys. The more I win, the more MMA merch I buy. I do have an idea. It's not like the most groundbreaking thing ever, but I did have a new shirt that I wanted to make uh, for the merch store. A little, I was a little bit sad because I had a couple concepts at first that I looked into because I wanted to make sure I wasn't copying something, and those concepts were already taken, and that made me sad. But I'm working on something right now. I'm working on something. So in case you keep winning in life, Zach, I got you. Thank you, Zach Hughes. But I here's the thing that's the most frustrating. I've been an Oliveira fan for the longest. I've been wanting him to win. I've been supporting him, and then I just felt like he turned into like the Brazilian Conor McGregor, and then he just started looking kind of flashy. He started getting a little bit full of himself. It seemed like it started to get to his head a little bit. Um, and I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see that from one of my favorite fighters. Um, and I didn't like the path that he was going down. So it started to make me feel really unsure about his motivations and his focus and where he was at, and he was going to be in the right place, and if he was going to turn into the villain, for sticking around and turning into a certain kind of element. And so I was like rooting. Not I was at first. It wasn't that I was rooting for him to lose, but I was like, I think he's gonna lose because he's so distracted right now. That fool just wants to shop. That fool just wants to look good. That fool just wants to take selfies. And Poirier's training. Then I actually started. It turned into like, you know what? Now I actually think I'm rooting against him. Because a grandmaster who truly loves his fighters will chasing them. You know, oh, I just got a text that I need to address in a little bit. A grandmaster who truly loves his disciples will chasten them and will try to bring them back to a place where they need to be at. And I felt like this fool like had wandered off the path. I feel like he had wandered off, and I just needed him to come back to this place where he's in great intense focus and being like who he was meant to be and everything. And so I was like, you know what? I hate to say it, it hurts me, but I think I want Oliveira to lose because that will break him a little bit. That will make him humble, and that will bring him back to where he needs to be a great, humble champion, be polite, have the right disposition and everything. I think that's what he needs. That's the storyline that he needs in his arch to bring him back to a place where he could be someone that people are happy to root for. And do you think Charles is the best Brazilian champ since Aldo? Um, as much as I hate to say it, oh man, am I actually gonna say this? Am I actually gonna say this right now? Let me look at this real quick. Let me look at this real quick before I ruin my legacy. Let me look at something real quick before I put my chancla in my mouth. Hold on. Um how many of those? One, two, three. Oh man. Oh man. Look, I'm gonna say this, all right. Oh man. Wait, hold on. Let me look at something real quick. Let me Jose Aldo. Let me look at this. Um Jose Aldo. So he defended, so he won it over here. And then he defended Faber. Mendez, and then he lost it. Okay, look here. Look at this is doing 2-minute research. All right, this is just going off the Beanie plus 2-minute research. All right, come at me, all right. This is my conclusion. Someone asked, do I think that Oliveira is the best Brazilian champ since Aldo? First of all, that fool has won. He barely won the title, and but here's the thing with Oliveira. I was gonna say he barely won the title, and he only has one defense, but that fool's so dominant in the way that he does it, which is why Khabib gets away with being the GOAT because of his dominance. Not because he had like 30 title defenses or anything like that. It's because of the dominance. But and I know that his rise, a lot of people question and they think is very iffy and stuff like that. But when we're talking about the title runs, I feel like Jose Aldo fought a bunch of cans. Take a moment. Take a moment. I know you're gonna need it. I'll take a green tea break while you take a moment. All right, are you ready? I feel like Aldo fought a bunch of cans, and I'm talking about those ones that your tia tries to get like a quarter off of because it has a dent. Like I'm talking about those kind of cans, not like a top of the shelf, front shelf, kind of like everybody could reach it. I'm talking about one way in the back that they're trying to hide, and you need an employee to get on a ladder and try to help you with it because they didn't even want you to see it. I'm talking about that kind of can. All right. I feel like Aldo fought a bunch of cans during his defenses run. All right. When we're talking about the best Brazilian champ title run, I'm thinking that's either Silva. Let me look at who did he fight though, because I know there was some big. But here's the problem: he was on the roids though. So it's kind of hard to look. Here's the thing though with steroids. If everybody was on them, which some people say they are, here's how I'll put it: if it was legal and everybody could be on it, and it was just anything goes, then it's like all right, whatever, fine. But when it's not legal and you're not supposed to do it, and someone's doing it, then it's like all right, fool. That's not the game we're playing here. You need to play the game. So he won it. Wait, hold on. When did you win it? He won it from okay, there it is. And then Dan Henderson, I've never heard it. Forrest Griffin, all right, Maya, Sonnen, Belfort. But okay, look it. I'm gonna say it. I'm getting back to my original point. I'm about to potentially ruin my legacy, but look, you got to look at it on paper, all right? And you guys know how I feel. You know how I feel about it. Look, let me debrief you real quick, all right? Have I ever in my life rooted for Amanda Nunes? No. Am I an Amanda Nunes fan in any form or fashion? No. Do I even like Amanda Nunes at all? And if I saw her at JCPenney, would I hold the door open for her? No. I probably would because that's just rude. But do I like her at all? No. And look, I'm not saying that to kind of to bully her or anything like that. I'm just trying to give you some of the contextual information, all right? I'm not a fan, nor have I ever been of Amanda Nunes, okay? But I think she is very possible that she's the best Brazilian champ that has ever existed. All right. I think we all needed that. Hey, I'm not going to fight with Wikipedia. All right. I'm not going to fight with Wikipedia. All right. That's above my pay grade. If you look at the names that she has defeated, and we're all going to turn the other way and assume that she's never done steroids and that she hasn't mastered the cycle. I can't argue with Wikipedia. All right. I feel bad enough already because I go on there so much and I've never donated to them. I've never once gave them every Christmas. They're like, "Hey, fool, please," and I'm like, "No, I got it. I'm in a hurry." Never once, and I'm not gonna fight Wikipedia. All right, we're not in the same weight class. Jesse on fire. Anderson Silva is the best Brazilian champion. There's no conversation. That was before I even. It's so funny sometimes when I go into this whole thing and then I read a comment that was like before I went into the whole thing. Look, I wanted to say Silva so bad, and I know there's a lot of Silva haters. It's like popular to hate Silva, and maybe I got to go back and watch every single fight and kind of immerse myself into the context and into the timeline. But I'm looking at the names that he beat, and I'm like everyone else would have beat these fools too. And then I'm remembering the fashion he did it and how slow they were, how long they took, and it's like, man. And then plus that fool was juicy, and it's like, man. Do I see? Here's the thing. Do I like Amanda? No. Am I a fan? No. Have I ever rooted for her? No. Do I think she robbed Valentina? Not only once. No. I'm not from that camp. Twice. Yes. All right. There's nothing that bias isn't there. But I have to say, because when you look at the names that she beat, the names, like everyone was either a champion or they were like, oh my gosh. I read one name after another from the ladies, and I'm like, she's got all the names on there. Cyborg, Rousey, Tate, Holm. It's like, what? And it just keeps going. Oh, they're big. They're like, man, it wasn't like little scared ladies that they put in there. There was I remember when she went against Felicia Spencer, and Spencer came in there, like I was like, man is gonna get knocked out. And it was like, oh my gosh, Megan Anderson, the queen of Twitch, when she came in there, I was like, man, she's gonna spam real quick. She choked. I couldn't, man. The dominance was, and it made me sick. It made me sick because I never rooted for her. I was always going against her. But then I look at the Silva and I'm like, that fool was on the juice. That fool wasn't like dominant more than half the fights. That fool was starting to fight like GSP. That fool, like, those fools are like nothing. Like if people want to clown on the people that Khabib was fighting. I mean, look at this one. I don't know, but Jesse on Fire, I respect both your opinion and your donation. Because Anderson Silva is a lovable gentleman, and he has carved his place in the sport and in our hearts. Jeremiah John Alciani just joined the YouTube membership. Hey, Jeremiah John Oisiani. Just so you know, I don't know if you know what Discord is. If you go up to my community tab on my homepage on YouTube, go to community. One of the first or second or third or fourth or the fifth, one of the most recent posts talks about Discord, and you could click the link and go in there, and people chat in there and share memes and stuff. You have access to that now. And I also do posts just for the members. The other day I posted like a music video or something like that. So from time to time, just as a thank you, I also do it for my patrons in case you're a Patreon and you're like, what's that on? Everything I post for one, I post on the other. So now you have access to that. Who's that? Alexis Gonzalez. GM, you know Khabib retired and said there wasn't anyone left, but Oliveira was on a 8-fight win streak. I mean, like, it's kind of like there's always gonna be that angle. I mean, I know it is there, but it's like it's kind of the same thing they said about Ferguson. And then you see him, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, like he wouldn't be Khabib. Or when you see I'm trying to think of another more recent one where something happened like that, where people were talking papas, and then finally someone fought someone else, and they're like, oh yeah, he definitely wouldn't have beat this one. And I know it's MMA math. And that's not like what we're striving for here. But yeah, so do YG family. I don't know why. I don't know how to explain it. And it's not even just the Brazilian. Because like when Anderson Silva talks, I could listen to it all day. It's funny. Like I like it. But when Nunes does, I'm like, I just put my beanie down a little lower, you know? Sam Bosman is watching at lunch break at work. Peace, Grandmaster. Hey, I hope you enjoy your lunch break. Those are beautiful things. I remember not that long ago. And I have to thank you guys for real. Like for real. I have to thank you guys for just watching, for just clicking on the videos and making YouTube pay me some change here and there. Because I remember when I was at the last real job that I had, where I had to clock in and stuff. Some of you guys might remember. I'm pretty sure that was my last real job. I was a dishwasher at a restaurant. And I remember, man, I don't think I ever enjoyed the lunch break more than when I was there. I would just sit outside It was in the country, and I would just stare at the trees, and I was just like, I just wanted to like take off my apron and just go walk through the trees and never stop walking. Like those are precious things, the lunch breaks. And I remember I would often get on my phone and I would look at comments and stuff from you guys, and I was like, it just helped me keep going. It's like I gotta keep my beanie down, and I gotta keep making content. I gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing I ever do. Come on, last job at work cancel. Last job at work cancel. Hey, that's what's up. Come on. Early release. Do below the beanie at this time every week, and pre-fight breakdowns instead of posts to get more clicks, since everyone knows how the post-fight ends. See, come on. This is why you're come on. That's a good idea. When I did this right now, I was like, you know what? I like the idea of making this like a Wednesday thing. That would be kind of nice. The only thing that made me iffy about it was like, what if there's big news on a Wednesday and I really should have made a short? But yeah, I like that though, because I could just talk about the same thing in there. But I would really like to make this a weekly thing, because something to break up the monogamy, you know? Because I'm gonna be doing like short. It would be nice to have short, below the beanie, and then short, and then maybe like a Reddit meme review. Oh, also remember, if you look down below here somewhere in my description, you'll see a bunch of links. One of them is for the subreddit. If you want to submit memes, just submit any kind of memes. It doesn't have to be Mexican martial arts related. It could be anything UFC, MMA. It could be about the Wizard of Oz, anything. Just like things you think the people in the MMA community would enjoy. And then I'm going to be doing Reddit meme reviews. It would be nice to do it weekly or bi-weekly or something like that. But just please, I know, I mean, some of you guys are like, hey, fool, come on, we're all adults here. But I would appreciate it very much if you would try to keep it appropriate, because this is a family-friendly show. I'm trying to get on PBS. I'm still, my lawyer's in negotiations right now. So I would appreciate it very much because of sponsors and stuff like that, and public viewer television. And I was in talks with TV Land a while ago, but it's not as questionable with them because they kind of went off the rails. TV Land's basically like MTV these days. So it's not as difficult with them. But I would appreciate it if you would keep it somewhat clean, or else I'm not going to be able to air it. But that's a great idea. Come on. Thank you. Bobby Knuckles or the coach from Bruce, who got it? I'm going to have to go with Bobby Knuckles. Bobby Knuckles knows how to get the judges on his side. He's done it more than once. That's what I'm going to say. Bobby Knuckles knows how to get the judges on his side, so he will get the W. Thank you, Sam Bosman's, only one more week and I'm out of here. I quit. Oh, man. I remember that feeling. I got a feeling deep inside. Oh, yeah. Everybody quit the day job. Everybody went on YouTube. Everybody watched the UFC. What are you going to do now? Are you going to be a YouTuber? Don't do it. I'm so happy for you. I remember that feeling getting out of there. It's always like that last day where you like tell everybody, oh, but hey, let's keep in touch. Yeah, you're on my Facebook? Yeah, like, hey, I'm going to miss you, bro. Hey, I'll text you. I'll text you. Yeah, or I'll see you at the thing. Yeah, all right, later. And then you walk, and then you're like going through the parking lot, and it's like, it feels good. Like you feel the breeze and everything. I remember that. I've done it so many times. I've had more jobs than a person should have. I don't know why my life has gone in that direction, but I've had that feeling so many times where you're doing that last walk through the parking lot, and it's like, that's what's up. My life's about to begin. And then like 2 weeks later, I was on Indeed, and I was like, oh, snap. And I saw how bad my resume looked. But I'm hoping for much better things for you, Sam Bosman. I know you thought ahead. You thought ahead much better than I did. Jesse on fire with the donation. Hey, look at you got a YouTuber right here. You got a fellow YouTuber right here on another YouTuber's video making donations. I hope that you guys consider from time to time going on Jesse on Fire's channel and that you give him donations during the live, because that's prime generosity right there. Like that, I appreciate that very much. Oliveira wants money. Do that Islam fight and start talking so much of those papas, disrespectful toward Khabib. Then if he wins, he calls out Khabib, gets the biggest pay-per-view. Oh my gosh. And Khabib revenge comeback. Oh my gosh. This is WWF right here. The Islam fight. He starts disrespecting, starts the storyline with Khabib. Then if he beats him, then supposedly the big brother is gonna want to come out and get the revenge. Oh snap! Look, I just have to. I mean, look, I'm not worried about it. See, I'm worried about the weirdest thing here. Thank you again, Jesse on Fire. I'm worried about the strangest thing here. I'm not worried about Oliveira beating Khabib at all. I'm worried about Khabib not being a man of his word. That's the only thing I'm worried about. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Because I could see Khabib like just, foaming at the mouth and trying. That was the same way he felt when he went and choked that one fool, the bare knuckle fighter that was Conor McGregor's homie. When he went, because people were disrespecting and like he got out of control, he got all mad, and then he started trying to tell everybody where to find him. I could see him like not handling that well and wanting to like, because you know how he says like in Dagestan, what did he say last time? Like he's like, he's not like America, like we fight all the time. Like he was saying like that. It wasn't the best thing that he's ever said, but he was basically saying that they get down differently over there and that they handle their business and that it's not like over here that they're doing street fights on the daily and handling stuff. But I've been like sticking to that for so long, how he's honest and how he's a man of his word and how he made a promise to his mom and there's no way he's gonna do it. If he ever were to go back on that would just look so bad. And look, I'm big on that. I know a lot of people don't care and they're like, fool, get past that. We just want to see him fight. As much as I love the Eagle and as much as I want to see him spread his wings and soar, I'd much rather him be a man of his word because I like the integrity. That means a lot to me. Just like DC. I've always been a fan of DC. I love that fool. People were clowning because he won Personality of the Year. That's disrespect. He is a Personality of the Year, Personality of the Decade. And I'm slurring because I haven't had enough green tea today. Slurring more than Joe Rogan. He is the Personality of the Year. And I remember when he said that he was gonna retire at 40 or whatever after he beat Stipe Muchacho. And then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fight him again. And I was like, fool, what are you doing? You made a promise. You told your wife, you told the kids. Most importantly, you told the grandmaster. You told everybody. You were like, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna lace it up, or not hang it up, not lace it up. The opposite. And then he came back and I was like, fool, don't. And then he lost. And I was like, that's what you get. And that's the same kind of love, that harsh love, that chastening that I feel toward Oliveira, where I've been riding with Oliveira. I've been a big old fan of Oliveira. Can't remember the last time I've been okay, there was Metal and then Khabib, right? And then they broke my heart. They retired and I was like, all right, I got to move on. And then I found Oliveira and then also Dariush. But see, Oliveira started to go in down a wrong path, and then I started wanting like different things for him. I was like, no, you got to refocus. You got to get the eye of the tiger back and stuff like that. And I was just wanting him to learn some tough love so that he could get back realigned to where he needed to be. And I kind of forgot what I was saying. But anyway, the point is that with Khabib, with DC. I was riding with DC too, and then I was like, you know what, fool? I want you to lose now, so you can learn, because you lied to all of us. And then he lost because I feel bad, kind of, but it was necessary. Did I wish that upon him, and did it come to pass? Yes. All right. These are powers that you should not be disrespecting. I'm just putting it out there right now for your own safety and protection. I'm not trying to threaten anybody, but when you yield a certain kind of power, it's only rightly so that it's just like when you know karate and somebody like tries to square up on you at Walmart and you have to say, hey, fool, I know karate. I studied under this fool and this is my rank and all that, or else you could get arrested. So that's okay. Look, I'm rambling, but I was mad at DC. He should have retired. And because he didn't, he lost. Khabib said that he was done. He made a promise to his mom. I want him to stick to it. I don't want him to do what DC did. I want him to learn from the mistakes of his big brother. And I hope he's able to control his emotions. Will Oliveira beat Makhachev? Yes. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. But then he's going to have to face Dariush. But look, I'm Jesse on Fire. I'm going to have to just trust in my guy. I'm just going to have to hope and trust that Khabib is a man of his word, that he has integrity, and that he has the willpower to let Makhachev fight his own battles. I'm just going to have to believe that. Plus, I don't think that fool ever gets down to 155 back again in his life. Ever. Unless he cuts something off. Unless it's Gonzalez. Funny how Kevin Lee say he will beat Khabib and then talk papas. Now that's his jefe. I know that fool had to bend the knee. It's like, did you see that one episode of Seinfeld where George Costanza, he told off his boss and he yelled and he called them names and stuff? And then he really needed the job, so he had to go back the next day or whenever. He just sat in the meeting and acted like nothing happened. That's like the same thing right here. Ariel Marquez, long time no see. Hope you're doing good, GM. Hey, it's good to see that profile again, Ariel Marquez. Glad to see you rolling through. I appreciate it. Hey, things are going better right now than they have in a long time, and I want to reiterate for those of you watching, if you're wondering what is the Grandmaster doing right now, what's up with these shorts? I don't know if the channel has ever been doing better than it is right now, statistically speaking. The shorts are definitely helping out the channel because apparently, who did I talk to? I talked to somebody. Oh yeah, I don't want to get into that. Okay, YouTube is doing this. Okay, YouTube is trying to squash TikTok and Instagram, so they're pushing shorts like crazy, and not only are my shorts getting seen, but they're making my older, longer videos get seen because it's just making traffic go to everything. Because YouTube's not dumb. Well, they're dumb. They're very irritating. But at the same time, they're not dumb in a different way. Because not only are they trying to squash TikTok and Instagram with the shorts, they also know we're not getting rid of the long boys either. They still have the long videos. So they're taking the traffic from the shorts and sending them to the long videos because that's where the AdSense comes in. Like the short videos I'm making, they might have ads on them. You might see an ad on them when you watch them, but they don't make anything. They don't make nothing. Like nothing. It's stupid. Like the one, the Halle Berry one that I did, it's like 215,000 views now or something like that. It made $11. I looked at it the other day. $11. And I don't even know if that's before YouTube takes their cut. And I don't know if you have a baseline to even know like what that means. But look, I'm gonna tell you something. The other day, someone was trying to quote how much they think that I make a year based on the views that they see I get. Don't do the math like that. Because if that's how, by the way, if that's how much I'm supposed to be making, I need to make some phone calls to YouTube and find out what's going on. That's not how it works. Some people are like, all right, you get this much money or this many views and you times it towards that because that's the CPM or whatever. That's how much they make. First of all, every YouTuber has a different CPM and it goes up and down constantly. I don't know what they base it on. They're probably just trying to keep us under their thumb. I don't know. But whatever. I forgot what I was talking about again. What was the last thing? Oh, but I'm doing good. I've been making these shorts and it's really helping the channel. And I hope you guys understand the long videos are not done. They're not done. This is kind of an experiment I'm doing. I was kind of experimenting with making one short video every single day except Sundays in December and just seeing how that goes. So far, I've made a video every single day in December except Sundays and it's going well. I kind of think I might fail at a certain point because I can't really see myself doing it on Christmas Eve and on Christmas and on New Year's Eve and stuff like that, unless I have it pre-recorded or just do something real quick and easy. I don't know. But it's been going good. Thanks for stopping by. Alessa Gonzalez. Come on. Do it on Wednesdays. This is my day off. And crazy how Jesse on Fire is here. Mexican martial arts on the rise. We going up. Yeah, I like the idea of doing it on Wednesdays. I don't know why. It just kind of rings for me. I really do like doing that, and you're motivating me right now. So I think it's a definite possibility. And yes, very happy that Jesse on Fire is rolling through. Juice box, can of corn, and I'll be all right. Can of corn, and I'll be all right. Hey, I'm conflicted about the whole corn thing. Because I love corn. I love corn. Like I could eat that all day, every day, especially with some butter on it, some salt and butter. But I don't know. I don't know what to think of it because I hear all this sketchy stuff about corn and like what it does and like all the conspiracies and stuff like that. That supposedly a lot of the people in our own government are like literally made of corn. So like I don't even know. Like I need to dig deeper. Um, Alessa Gonzalez. Hey Jesse, you got that? Hey, for eating those chicken sandwiches. Hey, oh no. Look. I'm just gonna say it. So, hey, but that's a good conclusion right there. And I appreciate and respect you watching that video to even know that story. Look, I'm gonna tell you one time. I know some of you aren't gonna believe it. Some of you are gonna be like, I know what you're talking about. I get them too. Some of you are gonna be like, I never heard of that. I get stress blisters. I've got them my whole life. Some people get them like fever blisters. They get canker sore, stuff like that. I got like 8 little blisters right here, all like different things. I've seen cold sores before. I know what they look like. That was not a cold sore, all right? And I ripped off like 8 different blisters. All right, do your research, do your homework. It's not a cold sore. Never had a cold sore in my life. Okay, look. So I need to get to the end of the thing because I'm gonna have to dip soon. Poirier, look. My prediction was that he was gonna win because Oliveira got unfocused. All right. Then the press conference came out and Poirier was acting like Michael Chandler, and he seemed like somebody put something in his food, and he was weird and he was acting crazy and acting like ways I never seen before. And I was like, unless this guy's doing a thing and trying to mess with Oliveira's head, this guy's crazy. I don't know what happened to him. Then the fight started and I started talking. No, I think it was during the walkouts. I don't even care. I'm not going to fight you on it. You can go back and watch the Mexican Fight Companion and find out if it was during the walkouts before they even started fighting or during the first round, which still looks good for me because Poirier destroyed Oliveira in the first round. And I say that as an Oliveira fan. I was talking about how Poirier doesn't have any heart and how he's a beast. He's a savage when he's teeing off on people, and he'll destroy them. He'll walk them down. He'll pummel them. He'll beat them. But just like a lot of other people, just like Ronda Rousey, just like Amanda Nunes, just like Conor McGregor, the moment they feel put in a corner and they're getting teed off on, they break. And I was saying Poirier doesn't have any heart. That's the only thing. And I was saying how Oliveira is like a zombie, and that fool keeps coming forward. So Poirier was looking good. I thought he was going to win after the first round. Oliveira wins. Poirier, I don't know why that fool didn't just go to sleep. I don't know. He didn't seem to fight the choke as hard as he could have. But Zach Hughes, there's an internet rumor going around that hot Cheetos are being You see, Zach, there's I don't want it to get weird or anything, Zach, but there's certain things that we just don't play about. Like, I don't want it to get awkward or like confrontational or anything like that, but there's like a list of things for me that like we can't play about. I will do my research and I will look into this, but I'm like, this is an awkward territory on Zach. I'm gonna look into it. I do appreciate the donation, by the way. Alexis Gonzalez, I don't care what they put in hot Cheetos, I won't and can't stop. Okay, look. Now we have more than one person talking about it, and now I'm concerned. Oh! What? 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 Hot commodity are flaming hot Cheetos being discontinued. Frito-Lays, I see the pun and I kind of respect it, but now's not the time. Are Flaming Hot Cheetos being discontinued? The signature snack is reportedly in a shortage. Rumors of beloved hot chip are being discontinued and have started circulating across the internet. When the Frito-Lay company has not commented or reported on the shortage of Flaming Hot chips, the social media users are saying that they're becoming harder to find. Someone posted on Reddit asking if anyone knows where they can find hot Cheetos because they vanished. There's a chip shortage. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. They've been trying to do this. They've been trying to do this for months. I heard today. I heard that they brought the thing back that we have to wear the masks in the stores again. Starting today. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't know if that's only in Califas or everywhere. And no, that fool can't say where other people have to do it. In Califas, they're starting the mask thing again. You have to wear a mask anywhere that you go. And then supposedly it's going to end in January 15th of 2057. But this is just part of it. Like all the riots and stuff were going on a few months ago, and this is part of it about getting people in. Because see, nothing. I was good, you know. Look, I'll put on a mask. I'll put it on, and I'll hide this thing so that people aren't asking questions. I'm cool, you know. I'll play the game, you know. But then they start playing with my hot Cheetos. They start playing with my hot Cheetos, and they're trying to tip me. They're trying to tip me over. They're trying to get me to that place where it's hard for me to get. You know, I haven't been there many times in my life. But you start playing with hot Cheetos. Look, I like regular Cheetos. All right, the orange ones, I like them. But you can mess with them. Okay, that's fair game. But you can't play with the hot Cheetos because stuff's gonna start to get weird. You know, people are gonna start to lose their minds. Beanies come off. You know. And this is just part of the thing that they're trying to do to get everybody to. Some stores are putting limitations. Some stores are putting limitations on how many you could buy. I'm not even playing. Right now, when I started reading this, I was like, I'm going to go to Walmart right now. I'm going to get like 3 cars. I'm going to buy them all. They're putting limitations. There has been no confirmation from Frito-Lay if the brand's continuing. Okay, but I saw some people saying that like they don't care what's in it. Like, I don't care what's in it. I'm gonna eat it. What are they saying that's in it? Because according to this, they're acting like Frito-Lay has said nothing. They said nothing. There's no claim as to why. But someone said, like, I don't care what's in it. Are people saying that it's because of something that's in it? Billy. Oh my gosh. I do need to get out of California. That is correct. I do need to get out of California. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. All of a sudden, watch the stores are gonna be flooding with Takis. They're gonna be flooding. All right, look. Let me finish my video. All right, this just threw a wrench into everything. Let me finish my thought. Poirier, what's up with that fool? Look, he made a lot of money. There's not many things in life I don't think of. There's not. I mean, can you think of? There's not many things in life where you make as much money as he's been able to make because of fights like McGregor. There's not many, especially now with his company and everything else he has going on. There's not many things that you could do and then make that kind of money and then still have the same passion and drive to keep doing it. Because why were you doing it? Why were you doing it in the first place? Even when you were a kid, I want to be a fighter. I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a dancer. Why? Why though? Why? Why was it ever even put in your mind what you wanted to do? Because you have to have a career, because you got to make money. All right? Because if nobody ever put that in your mind, if you never saw that structure, if you never had anybody saying you have to work for your own money and you have to make your way, and nobody's gonna take care of you and people aren't gonna pay for everything for you, like if you live in California like I do, if that wasn't put in your mind, then you would just sit around all day and collect money from everybody else, like a pool, like a kind of a pool, and then you just play Grand Theft Auto all day. But you grow up and you're like, well, I gotta be something. All right, that's what I want to be. Okay, and then you become it, and then you become super successful and you make the money, which was the goal, right? So once you got all the money and you're like, now I could do things that I wanted to do when I started this journey to get the money. Now I have the money. Now I could do this stuff. And then someone's like, all right, keep going back and doing this thing that made you the money. And then you're like, what? I already made the money though. And they're like, yeah, I know, but look, there's more to do work. There's more work over here to do. Come, and you're like, I know, fool, but I only started doing the work because I wanted money, and now I have all the money right here. And they're like, yeah, but you see, if you come back, you could still do this, and you could. And I'm like, before, I don't think you understand. There's all the money right here. That's where Poirier's at. Now, he's not like Mayweather or anything like that. He's not like filthy, disgustingly rich or anything. But he's stupid richer than any of us, So he doesn't ever have to fight again. And when you're in that place and you could buy whatever you want, he could buy Oliveira right now. That fool could buy the favela. He could buy everything. And he's like, but I'm gonna go fight that killer? I could buy him right now and all his Gucci. And I'm gonna fight him? He's trying to kill me. It's hard to get motivated for something like that. So he's in a weird place right now. Because, and then it made me sad. It is messed up. I don't like when people do that. That supposedly he promised his lady that he was going to win the bout. And they've been through stuff like since they were teenagers, So it's like, I hate to hear stuff like that. It'd be nice if he could get it, fulfill that promise to his lady. But at the same time, it's like, oh, you should have promised her that you'd make all the money or something. Like buy a championship, buy her one of the ones at the UFC store or something. I'm sure she's way happier with the money and just having you. He should have that conversation with her. He should tell her, hey, Jolene, get off your phone, get off the Instagram, put it down. And look, can we just be happy with all the money that I made? And then like, I won't be like Johnny Cash no more. Remember the lady? I just want you, Dustin. Because he's like, I bought you all the things. I got you the pretty nice things. And now I got to go fight Oliveira. Now fool's going to try to choke me. She's like, I don't even want you to do that. I just want you to stay home. So he needs to have that conversation with her. Like, hey, look, I know I made this promise to you, but do you even care if I fulfill it? Wouldn't you rather have me home? And then we could actually eat food together. I don't have to be losing weight all the time. I don't have to be going and training. I could be here like with you. Like we could be watching like Extreme Home Makeover or whatever. She'd probably rather have that. She's like, fool, I don't even care about you fulfilling the thing. I just wanted to have a good life. We got it now. Just stay home. That's what he's going to have to explore right now. And now we get to, Jesse on fire. Gotta jump. Great show. We should pitch Jesse's MMA show to Barstool. Hey, I'm not even going to lie. I remember I sent them a DM or something. I don't know how many months ago. Just trying to like, get out there. I don't even think they read it. But you probably know it. You probably have different ways. A studio show we do. A studio show that we do. Move to Austin and let's do this. That would be bad. Hey, look, I'm out. Email. Well, I guess I could find your email, huh? You probably put on your videos. Hey, I don't want to get too specific, but I've been wanting to leave California. I've been wanting to leave California before everybody wanted to leave California. Now it's cool to leave California, but I was wanting to leave even before that. But there's some things that we're like not willing to leave here that make it very difficult. But man, otherwise, I actually kind of sort of got offered a job in Austin, Texas a few months ago. So that's pretty weird. But that would be crazy. I don't know if you know the guys at Barstool or whatever, but yeah, that's funny. But I don't know. I've thought about that for a while. I've thought about like how much easier it would be if I had some kind of backing, some kind of support. But then I thought at the same time, I can't have anybody. I can't have anybody telling me what to do in any form. Nobody. And well, maybe you should not. No. Well, can you come and no. If you change, no. We have this one sponsor that no. So it's like I know I'm kind of like difficult in certain ways, and I'm not like a troublemaker or anything, but it's just like it's so specific what I do and the way I do it. But that would be bad. I have thought about that. Like, man, that would make everything so much easier. But thank you so much for stopping by, Jesse on Fire. It's an honor. Alexis Gonzalez, bro, I feel so happy for you. JOF here, Jesse on Fire here to show you opportunities and move to Texas, bro. What a burger and cheaper housing. I know I thought about that before. If I moved to Texas, I really want to move to Montana. That's like my dream. Somewhere like that, where the closest neighbor is like 5 miles away. But I've seen the places where you move and you could own like 40 acres for like $50. It's crazy. Ronaldo Gomez, Hot Cheetos fun. Hey, for real, I'm gonna go on a spree. I told you guys I have to go shopping in a little bit. I'm gonna go on a spree. I'm gonna go to Costco. I'm gonna go to Target. I'm gonna go everywhere. I was about to say I'm gonna open up the Hot Cheetos store and become a billionaire, but I'd rather eat them. I'd rather eat them than have the money. So look, Amanda Nunes, same thing. Like, it's hard to talk about money when we're in that world where Conor McGregor's immediately going to come to mind and Mayweather and stuff like that, because you're like, oh, they don't have that much money because you think of how much money Conor has, but Amanda Nunes has money. So you think about her and all the success that she's had, and she starts turning like GSP. You know, I mentioned it the other day. She starts seeing aliens and stuff. She's like, who else am I going to be? And she starts feeling like, but at the same time, it's weird because she's like, she's got the halves of the brain. She's like, who else is there left for me to be? I've destroyed everybody. But at the same time, she knows, but I didn't beat Valentina. And what if I'm destroying so many people that I have to fight her again? And now she has that rage. And she's in a place where like people are saying that her and Poirier, both of them, people are saying that they both gave up, that they both quit. And they're trying to take the victories away from Oliveira and from Peña by saying, oh, it's all right because they quit. They'll get the rematch. They just quit. They gave up. Well, first of all, if you're so weak-minded that you're quitting and giving up, well, yeah, the other fool beat you. However you lost, knockout, submission, you just quit mentally. You lost. They beat you. I mean, I don't understand that mentality. It's like Vin Diesel said in the Expendables or whatever. A win is a win, whether it's a tap out or mental or whatever. So I don't understand that narrative, because you could say like, oh, they just were defeated mentally and they gave up. Oh, so they lost? So they just weren't as good of a fighter? Okay, I accept that. But they're trying to do it in a way like otherwise Peña couldn't have won, or otherwise Oliveira couldn't have won. I'll just try to keep focusing on the ladies' fight right now. I mean, it's very possible that Nunes is in that state where she just won so much. She got so much money. She's enjoying home life so much now that it's hard for her to get back in that place where she's like, wait a minute. I'm so comfortable over here. I'm enjoying my life at home. I weigh like 250 pounds in between fights. Why in the world am I going to go over here with these killers trying to dethrone me? But then she does it anyway. And then she's in there with this person trying to take her head off. Well, normally she's over there on the couch watching Baby Shark and just enjoying time, having a burrito. And now she's like, oh, snap, someone's trying to murder me. It's like a rude awakening, you know? And that's not easy to deal with. So she's in this weird crossroads now where she's like, it's hard because, you know, I've been doing this long enough. I have enough title defenses to cement my legacy. I have enough money. I'm happy at home. I'm very comfortable, but it's like you're winning so much. It's like Seinfeld, where he had the willpower to do it right and to go out on top. It's hard though, apparently, when you're a fighter and you're winning. It's like, I keep winning. I'm cementing my legacy. I'm racking up the title defenses. I'm at the top, and it's like, I think I could keep winning, right? Because I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm invincible. I could keep doing this, but you also know that's not true. At some point, you have to stop Everybody has to stop at some point. But then it's a crazy war trying to figure out where that moment is. And we might have found it for Nunes. It might have been the last fight. She should have retired after that one. I don't know. She's even saying on her Instagram post that she needs to get stuff together before she even comes back. Like, she knows she's all messed up here. But the most annoying thing about it all is that people are trying to discredit Peña. And by the way, if you're new here, if you haven't been watching all my videos, I called it like over a year ago. I called it before it was ever even official, before Nunes was even entertaining the thought of taking the fight. I called it when Nunes was still ducking the fight. I said, Peña's going to squash her. I said, Nunes can't hang with her, and that chin she got. Peña's got that Jay Leno chin. There was no way that Nunes was going to rock her. She couldn't hang with her. I was calling this since back in the day, just like I was calling Jake Paul against Tyrone Woodley since back in the day. People want to disrespect just because of the Poirier confusion. And people are like cumulatively like disrespecting Nunes and Poirier together, like if they're some kind of a duo, because supposedly they used to work together back in the day at AT&T, and they've been knowing each other. And everybody's trying to like make a very specific narrative of these fights, that it was all about just quitting. Oh, well, I give up. And taking the victories away from the other people. Now, it does get tricky with Oliveira, because if you saw my last breakdown, look, I don't understand. Like, look, you could grab right here. You could grab the glove right here, okay? But you could tell the angle at which he was grabbing it. It's like when you shake someone's hand, and you go like that. Have you guys ever done that with the homie? When you shake hands, you go, woo! That's like what Oliveira was doing. Yes, he had the hand here, but it's hard to see in the gloves. He had that. You could just see like the knuckles. He had the hand here, but he had the fingers in there. And you could tell by the way that it was maneuvered. You could tell he had a handle on it. There's even people watching my video commenting on it like, no, I could even see in the zoom up, he just had it like that. Fool, you can't see the fingers. You can't see that the fingers, if you look at, you can't see that the fingers are actually, you can't see the way I'm doing it because it would be easier if I had gloves on. But you can't see that the fingers actually, watch, if they dig in right here, let's say I got the two middle ones real tight and then the other ones are down, you can't see from that angle. You just see knuckles. And especially with the glove, you can't tell that these fingers are deep in there. And you could tell by the way, go watch it again. You could tell by the way it moved around that he had a grip on it. And did Oliveira oil check that fool when he got him into the final position to take him down and secure the victory? Yes, things like that did take place. Things like that did happen. So it was a combination of fighters having mental problems, losing heart, giving up. But that doesn't mean that we could take away from Peña's victory. Can you take it away a little bit from Oliveira because of all the cheating? Sure. But it's a different story with Peña. That's why I said I wanted to focus on the ladies' fight right now. Bradley Harrell! I think Amanda gave up on purpose. It just felt like such a weird fight and build up. I have a couple of ideas as to why. Some people were saying, thank you, Bradley Harrell. Some people were saying, and this is look, if you're a Nunes fan, what a claim from the people saying this. What a claim. If you're not a Nunes fan, I could understand it. There's a lot of people saying that the odds, because look, you got to consider this, because Oliveira is now saying that he is going to bypass the Gaethje fight. I don't know if you guys saw this. Oliveira just said today he's going to wait out and fight Conor. And I know that makes a lot of people mad. He's going to wait it out. He's not going to fight Gaethje unless something changes between now and then. He's going to wait for Conor. He said, who wouldn't do the money fight? He said, I got a family to think of. He said, of course I'm going to do that. I'm going to wait for Conor. He's just going to bypass everyone else that's been working hard. So if you're thinking about the money, like forget about everything else. If the main thing is money, then for you, everything else just has to fall into place. It's reverse engineered, So if the end goal is I need to make money, then all you got to do is go backwards from there. And there has been people making the claim. I'm not making this claim. I'm just repeating the claim that I've heard. That supposedly the odds were so crazy and one-sided that supposedly some people allegedly with their own mouths who are not me are saying that they think that she took a dive so that she could make some money allegedly out of the mouths of others and not mine. That's what a lot of people are saying, because the money would have been so stupid good that it's like only an idiot wouldn't do that. Because if her priority is securing the money. Everything else is just a byproduct and just a means to that. So that's a very interesting take. That's very possible. That's very possible. However, it does not fit my narrative. Lord Swine! Oh, Lord Swan, I haven't seen you for like ever. I feel like I haven't seen you since like 2019. Good show, Grandmaster. Where's Flacco? I've been binging all your videos for laughs and motivation. Balance is key. Oh, man. Back in the day. And also, BJJ don't work in the streets. I appreciate you always, Lord Swine. OG. The OG of OGs back in the day. Lord Swine. Where's Flacco? Flacco is harder to find than this fool right here. I'm going to change it to Flacco right here. Where's Flacco? I'm going to make a special edition for the MMA community. You can find it on the merch store. I don't know. I know he's working hard. I think he's doing double shifts and stuff like that. I know he got a new job. It's crazy because a while back he was off. He was like towns and towns away trying to take care of his stuff. And now he's back. He's very close to me. He's around, you know, he's in the area, but he's busy. He's growing up. He's living life, breaking hearts, you know. So he's good. He's healthy. Everything's fine. I just need to and the way things are going this month with my consistency and being able to format my videos a new way and not have to do everything super long to fit in advertisements and stuff, things are getting more possible for me to work him back in. So we're closer now than ever. I said it in the last stream that I know I always bring him up and I'm always like, you'll come back. But at least I could say, and I've said this before too, so this probably won't matter to you either, that we're closer now than we've ever been. At least I could say that. Thank you so much for dropping in, Lord Swine, for the memories, for the binging. I appreciate it. I appreciate you scrolling through and taking the time to look at that, taking the time out of your day. I know there's a lot of other things you could be doing, so I appreciate you. I think I touched on everything that I wanted to touch on today. And I went over half an hour longer than I wanted to. And D-Kosh, you should get with the artist and make a real Where's Flacco to sell as merch. That would be bad. That would be bad. However, I don't want to be like Amanda Nunes and only think about the money, but that kind of would just, all the money would probably have to go to Flacco because I would just be like stealing his likeness. So I have to figure that one out. But I want to thank everybody for being here for the first ever live installment of Below the Beanie. This is episode 6. And as far as I'm confirmed, I'm going to try to do my best to keep doing this every single week. I'm glad that I was kind of forced into doing it today because I knew I'd been wanting to do it. I realized this morning that today was going to have to be a day where I either did this or no video because I wasn't able to edit today. I'm kind of glad it happened because I think we're going to do it every week now. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. Thank you for risking it all and listening at work. I hope that you are safe out there and that you have been watching my videos that are now daily. Please don't forget, don't rely on YouTube notifications. Just roll through on your own. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Oh, Omega Wolf 567. Love the stream, man. Have a good day. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun doing it. I was kind of nervous doing it because I could stream all the time during the fight companions because I have something to talk about. But I was a little concerned about how this was going to go because I never did a Below the Beanie live. So thank you all for the encouragement and for helping to be a great one. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Late.